was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversation.
Hello my loves and welcome back to the vlog. I was just starting to film a clip downstairs and then I thought I'm gonna run upstairs and put a lip product on, and then I realized I got a package. This is from Prada. Prada Beauty recently launched in Canada not too long ago. I believe it was April 20th or March 20th. It was definitely in the pregnancy era, but this is their, what is this? This is Prada Beauty takes its first step with its Glow Prada Light collection, augmented with micro pixel pearls, Prada Light glowing lip color. So let's try them. I got quite a few. I can feel them in here, and these packages are always so gorgeous with the branding. So I thought we'd do this, and then we're actually gonna be tackling a bunch of home bits. But why not start with a little bit of beauty? Because hopefully these vlogs can bring you a little bit of everything. So opening it up, I haven't opened it yet. They always seal it so beautifully with their Prada sticker, and I kind of want to keep the integrity of this. So I'm just gonna slide these out. Oh, this is great. I thought that this was going to be just lip colors. So there is a glowing lip color, Prada Light. Both of them are light, 16 and 14. One is white and one is rose. And then this is glowing powder. Oh, that's exciting. Oh wow, this packaging is gorgeous. So this is the box. When you pull it out, look at that. Oh my gosh, and it's also mixed metal gold, which is stunning. Oh, wow. As I almost drop it on the ground, hilarious. So pretty. Has like a really nice kind of floral white tea scent as well. Oh, oh. Okay, so clearly this has a magnetic clip to it. And then opening these two lip product pieces. There's the white as well as the light rose, and I bet the light rose is gonna be right up my street. So you've got the two packages just like that. When they first launched, I got their first PR package sent to me, and I've got to say one of their lipsticks has become one of my favorite ones. It kind of has this like beautiful suede-y feel to it, but this looks so different from that. So you've got the Prada stamp on there, and how pretty is that color? This basically screams garden party to me. So I'm gonna put that one on for me, and I can't hold anything today. What is going on? And then we've got white, which I assume is just more like a moisturizer for your lips. So you might want to put that one on first. Just feels so soft when it goes on your lips. And then this one, what do you think? Super pretty. The highlighter is super fine, weightless, a soft, diffused, light infused glow. So let me know what you think about those. But let's get downstairs to the kitchen. A lot going on. Actually, what I will throw to is how far we've come with the kitchen thus far. I was thinking of doing a whole video about it, but I think what I will do is once it's done, I will do basically like the kitchen tour and talk you through all of the bits. But along the way, this is gonna take such a long time and you're gonna see it in the background. So I was thinking I will just show it to you now. So this is what has been going on, the new cabinet install, a whole bunch of stuff, and then some organizing as well over August's little nap, and then I will catch up with you on the other side or even in another day. I hope you guys are doing well, and welcome back to the vlog. Good morning, you guys. The crew is here. My dad and Scotty are currently working to remove everything from the cabinets. Now, I would have helped, but I was on Team August. However, he has now got a front row show. Let me show you. A front row show to his first Papa Reno. And also, he made sure that he got Papa a gift. And it says, "World's best Papa, no one measures up to you." And it's a measuring tape, if you hadn't caught that drift. We are starting officially in this vlog the kitchen reno, which is so exciting to me. Excuse the very fresh face here, just slapped on some mascara. And it's a very exciting one because this is a project that we have been wanting to do for a very, very long time. Now, we have goals of changing those lights to 2 lights, painting. I ordered this cabinet brand new and bespoke, so it had to be made to the kitchen. But currently this piece that's up here, it jets out, and that is a weird microwave that we have never used because it's so unsafe. Could you imagine pulling a bowl of soup out like at this level and just, oh my gosh, it's so unsafe. One time Scotty actually had his AirPods on and it was on and they like shorted. It was very weird. But we're gonna take that off, and what's gonna be nice is because it jets out, it blocks the light from this part of the kitchen. So in the evening times, let's get past these lights, where that jets out, come on, focus. Yeah, it blocks it. So basically what we're gonna do is take that off because we don't use it. We only use like candle storage up there. Take that off, put some shiplap there and some shelves so that I can put some cookbooks, and it'll just be so much better. Plus, one of our plugs underneath it shorted and has just never worked for, I think it has been over a year, which has been very frustrating. So because we're gonna be pulling the back off the backsplash and we're gonna be redoing that, we can investigate further and get that working again. And then this unit, the countertop will basically flow from there on top of that unit. And then there's also a top piece that's downstairs in the basement. So it's all systems go. We're trying to figure out the colors as well for the cabinetry. I think I might end up going with something quite neutral. Well, it would have been neutral anyways, but neutral in terms of like a cream instead of a blue. Just for later seller value, and then this could be more of our colorful area, and yeah, it's very exciting. So if you're interested in kitchen renos, if you're interested in home stuff, just keep watching.
Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting, but then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken.
Yeah, this is sports for him. Oh, what a fun show you got on. This is your HGTV. This is a new season of Job Well Done. The stage play.
Oh, my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson.
So what we're making sure is we turned off all the plugs. That is always the recommendation. Whenever you're doing anything, always turn off the power. And one of the best things you can get for your little tickle trunk, that we call it here, is one of the electricity checkers. So you basically put it next to a plug or next to anything and it'll tell you whether that is hot. So I just flipped that off, and now we're gonna take this off. Just a quick update. This has been removed. I freaked out. The amount of light that comes through here now is incredible. Second thing, Scotty and I have way too much stuff. We need to do a big cull and just get rid of everything extra. But currently, your dad's putting on the feet because we had this made extra. It has to be at the same height that everything else is in the kitchen, obviously, because like I said earlier, the countertop will flow. So we finally found the extra bits because I had actually got this when I was pretty early days pregnant. So now we're trying to track down all the bits. But we're just trying to measure it up so that it'll be the same height. This piece on the end here will come off and go on the outside of the cabinet. And then, like I said, cookbooks and things like that there. And I also found my Fairwind Ball color sheet. So this is gonna be helpful for trying to find the color that we wanna make this kitchen. day 2 of the kitchen. Let me show you what I got up to last night. I only had a couple shots because we were getting super tired and then watching August and doing all the things, but I managed to get these in here. Never mind that one is slightly off. I'm gonna fix that another day, but everything is so nice and organized now. And I even put an L bracket at the back just to support the weight when the shelf comes out, and then organize up here as well, which is great. Then we've got our bottles section, that's his little spot. And then all of our containers, which I think we're gonna go through and cull any of those. And then we've got any big appliances. I will link these down below in the description box because they're so well made. They were really easy to put together and the hardware is awesome. And then I've also seen people put like their air fryer on these so they can just easily tuck it away, but then grab it when they need it as well. And then Dad's over last night and this morning I just emptied all of these because what we have to do is take off basically this end piece here and then put it on the end of this unit, because then it kind of caps it all in, and then the in-between of those will look the same as the in-between of those, and once it's all painted it will just look like it was made that way. And then besides that, this is the cutest thing ever. Look how much stuff is everywhere. This is the cutest thing ever. August is in his new sleeper and he just looks like a little starfish, so he's not very much help today. But we have to basically cut the baseboard. We're going to be using, this is a multi-tool. If you've never seen one of these before, it's one of the best things. You can do so much with it, but you basically cut the baseboard and then we'll take that off. And the reason why I say we have to cut the baseboard is because this unit wasn't here before. You can see I had installed the baseboard there, knowing that it would eventually be cut to size so that everything looks like it was completely built in. Day 2, dude.
Day 2.
Do you want me to like hold it at all? Like will it flop forward?
It's sitting on the ground, but it might.
Baseboard. While Dad does that, there's one thing that I can do, because this is kind of a one-person job. He's just trying to figure out that it's just out by touch, so he's trying to figure out if it's the level or the unit. But when we did the floors in here, we ripped off not ripped off, but like took off the baseboards to the island, as well as actually over by the stairs. And so we've had these pieces for a while. I was thinking it'd be great to have them off so the painter could just do it seamlessly, but he could do that anyways just by taping things up, which he would do. So I'm gonna get all those pieces, clean them up, and then just reattach them, because it'll be better for the seal if water slips or water spills, and it'll look better. It just looks incomplete, and it has done for a while now. Not that someone else would necessarily notice, but I see it every single day. But we have a lot still to do.
Yeah.
Next step is tearing out Backsplash.
Backsplash electrical.
Yeah.
Countertops.
Yeah. And literally along the way, there were so many other projects in this house where I was like, Dad, do you know about this?
Oh boy.
What do you think, Augie?
But Augie's been learning.
He's been learning.
Augie's been learning.
We tired him out.
Yeah, we tired him out. One thing I've never said on the vlog, but I think it's actually hilarious, and since we have you here right now, is August literally has my dad's hands.
Let's see a comparison.
Like, look at these hands. Like, if those aren't literally...
It's just a shrunken version of your hands.
If those aren't literally the same. Oh,
that's
You got
so
your
cute.
papa.
oh, he's looking up at you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's smiling. That's cute.
Oh, you little shitty.
He's like, that's my hand twin.
And with
got
that,
he's
we'll
got
see
it.
you on the next day.
He's got a bite.
Aw.
Oh, I got you.
I wish I could have filmed even more of that for you guys, but this part's not the super exciting part anyways. I love that Scotty got that clip with me and my dad at the end. How hilarious that their hands are literally the same. It is something I will always look at, and it will make me so, so happy. So it's looking incredible. in terms of more brightness in this space. Like, look how different that looks. I think once we get rid of this backsplash, which is so busy, oh my gosh, it's just never been my style. But if you have this backsplash, I mean, it is nice. It's just, I think it's so clashy with the two, just so busy. And anytime we spill anything, like especially coffee grinds on this countertop, they absolutely disappear because, I mean, it just disappears. So those are two things I'm so looking forward to. And then I was talking to him as well about possibly putting like a book light above this area over here. Have I mentioned that to you guys? Because I would love to just have some more lighting. Lighting is literally the jewelry of your home. So that would be beautiful. And then what I think I'll do is actually bring the shiplap all the way so it kind of draws your eye up, and then start the backsplash here. We'll see how it goes. That's just an idea I literally had today. So maybe that would look weird, I don't know. But you know what? It's your house. You can do whatever you want. I think it'll look really cute having that just be like a little nookie and then carrying it on. Either way, I'm sure it would look completely fine. But now we can actually put some things in there. Scotty and I need to do Operation Get Rid of Stuff. So we're gonna do that and have so much less. And even when it comes to food, when we were doing our cull of the food, the rule was, is it in date? Do we like it? And is it good for us? And if it's just something random that we've gotten, we're just gonna get rid of, and then obviously check the dates on everything and make sure it's all organized.
I hope you keep me.
I like you.
Check the
You're
date.
not out of date.
Check the date on me.
And you are definitely healthy for me.
I'm well past.
So that is 3 things. Check, check, check. Wow. Yeah. Are you getting smiles? Are we getting smiles? You're so cute. Oh. Oh. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's so funny. Guys, don't think that I always have my baby in the swing like 24/7. It's just the only time I have hands free that I can talk to you. Scotty just ran out to get some breakfast. I have been doing some organizing. Last night I did a bunch, and oh my gosh, things are looking so good. Hold, please. Ready? Ready? La 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 la. Wow. Good dancing. Wow. 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 Busy. Busy guy. La 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 la. you guys, it is about time for another installment of this kitchen reno. I think my car is finally turning on. I don't know. I pressed start and nothing happened, but it's all happening. So we are about to go look at tile for the kitchen. I have the inspiration, as you guys know, for, oh, what's happening here? Oh my gosh. What is happening? Oh, you know what it is? I was playing baby lullabies last night for August, so it just started playing lullabies. Do you feel calm? So we have the inspiration for English country style, French country kitchen. So I am going to look at tile. Now Scotty and I have to divide and conquer because you know that baby life, it's just gonna be tricky to do it right now. It's 26 degrees outside as well, so it is quite the steamy day. I'm gonna go pick up a nice coffee and then we're gonna go to Eden Tile, look at tiles. I will put some pictures of inspiration that I'm thinking of, oh my goodness, up on the screen now. The tiles are not something that I really feel like are the most important thing in the kitchen. I would love to have the countertop come up onto the backsplash as well, but everything has just been so pricey that I think that it would be obviously more expensive. And this is just gonna be really easy to get done. Not that we're phoning it in, okay? Because we still have the inspiration for English country and I think it'll still be beautiful, but this will be nice. I think just because of the way that the kitchen is now, how it's so overwhelming with the countertop and the backsplash, even though we are still gonna do a backsplash and not carry the countertop up to the top, which obviously would be so clean and so chic. It is quite a big trend right now. I don't know, we'll see what we see. I wanted to say like what we're gonna go with, but I'm actually not 100% sure yet. We've decided on our color. We're gonna go with French gray from Farrow & Ball, which is very exciting. So we're actually gonna go the green route. I was thinking between green and blue for a really long time. We're gonna go for the green route, and that really excites me. For a long time, I was just thinking blue would be the best, but I actually think green is gonna be even better. I didn't want to go with cream because it just didn't make me feel joyful, and I figured out the other day that when it comes to clothes and home design, that you can do something you like, you do something that you think you should do something like for the resale value, you should do something that you think other people will like, for sure. But what I think you should do is you should do something that brings you joy. Wear the things that make you feel joyful and make your home the way you feel joyful. And I feel joyful when I see color, not necessarily just creams. I know you can bring color in with cookbooks and things like that, but come on, we only have one life to live, and you don't live that life in many different kitchens. You probably only have 1 to 2 to 3, maybe potential kitchens. So I wanna feel inspired and joyful every time I go down there. And whenever I'm in August's nursery, which is green, I feel so calm. I just feel so calm. I feel joyful. I feel happy, and I just am obsessed with it. So that is what we are gonna do, which means I also have to paint the nook a different color, which I do think is gonna bring so much pain to my heart because I love Atmospheric by Sherwin-Williams and it makes me so happy, but we're gonna make it all cohesive with the kitchen, which will still be beautiful because it's still gonna be a color. I think we're gonna go with Mizzle from Farrow & Ball. So that's where we're at right now. I got my giant water. We have to go pick up a little coffee and a treat because how rarely do we get out of the house to do a task on our own, especially when it's something to do with design, which is my favorite thing ever. I'm so happy to be back doing home things. And last night, I actually got to use my tools. I didn't film it, but I used my multi-tool as well as my brad nailer to nail back on and adjust the bottom of the island. So that's good. And then the next step will be going to get the countertop. So it's tile day. We are doing it. I'm wearing a cute little outfit and I'm just so happy to be doing another like reno video, but you've been watching for a while, so let's go. Hello. I learned some things and I got a couple of iPhone shots, but I was talking to this one woman named Lena and she was amazing. She was so helpful. feel like I had an itch here the whole time, so I kept being like, oh god. And what she taught me is that backsplash is actually the last thing to go on. So I've got to pull together all of my elements. That is great to know. So I am going to do that. I might even go get a sample of French gray when I get home, bring it into the kitchen, paint like a piece of paper or something, or a piece of wood, and just bring it around to confirm. And then Scotty and I can go decide on the countertop. It's just so crazy when you're doing something of this magnitude, like this many things, to figure out the critical path of what comes next. But yeah, the countertop is basically the last thing that goes on because it sits on top. And then you have to decide grout color and all of those things. So I think we found one that we really, really like, but until everything is in situ, it's honestly not a good idea to make that purchase, which is what I learned today. So I feel like we still learned things, made decisions, but I wasn't ready to pull the trigger. Everything is so expensive. So you want to be super mindful about how it goes. So it's just nice to also learn how things go in terms of rolling out what's next in the critical path. I still think I learned a lot today. So on to the next day. Hello, you guys. We have been talking about the kitchen. We have covered a little bit of beauty, and I actually want to cover some jewelry with you before I end this vlog, because I was going to mix in my wardrobe declutter, but I think I'm going to make that a completely different video. So if you've made it this far, we are spanning a couple of different topics. So let me talk you through a couple of new bits for me. We are back in the seat. Let's see if I can get the perfect height. Yes, I did. Now I am working, oh no, my computer charger took out a couple of extra pieces that I did not want it to take out. The declutter still needs to happen in my room. I feel like, in our room, me and Scotty's, I feel like I have just products everywhere, but he is so good about just kind of letting me spread out my space. But I definitely need to go through all of it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe try to do that tomorrow at some point. What I want to show you are a couple of new bits from Mejuri. Now I am working with them over on TikTok, but I was just thinking I am obsessed with these pieces, so I'd love to share them with you guys as well. And basically the TikTok is talking about different summer jewelry trends. Now I did a video here on YouTube about jewelry trends. It's reached over 100,000 views, which is just insane to me. So I'm definitely gonna be doing different poignant trends like that in the seasons to come. But for summer, the conversation has been all about bright colors, beads, mixed metals throughout the year, as well as Baroque pearls and gemstones. And these pieces actually hit all of those. Now, the one it doesn't hit for the pieces that are new in is the mixed metals. And these are a pair of Stevie hoops that I mentioned literally all the time. They're called the Stevie hoop from Mejuri, and this is my favorite way to wear a mixed metal. Now, what you see me wearing right now is also the Stevie hoop, but this is their new enamel. I will link these three below because they have blue, they have yellow, and yellow is such a big trend this year, and they have red, and honestly, all of those colors, the primary colors, all of those colors, we've been seeing so much this year. The cherry red, blue, yellow, and I am obsessed with these. Now, the one thing I was having a play with was, let me know what you guys think. I literally love Stevie's so much that I could literally extend their life and make a little dangle. And you could even take off the gold hoop, because basically what it is you can get the extra link, and then, or you could just wear them really simply like that. But I could literally do like a silver, blue, silver if I had my hair up. How pretty is that? I am so obsessed with that. I'm normally a gold girly, so I love the fact that I have these in silver now. And if I take off all of them and I just wear, the single silver hoop, how pretty is that? So simple. I only have one hole, but a couple of years ago, two of my best friends actually purchased an opportunity for me to go and get another hole at Mejuri. So I still kind of need to cash that ticket. And then I ended up getting pregnant, and I was thinking, you know what, not the time to get some piercings, but it was before the wedding as well. And I was thinking, I'm just gonna keep it nice and simple. But now moving forward, I don't have a wedding and I'm not pregnant. So I think we can go a little crazy and get a second hole. Who is she? Not crazy at all. So those are the Stevie hoops. The classics, you can also, this top part, if you are truly a gold girly, you can also get gold on gold or silver on silver, and they have a bunch of other customization. So I'll put a couple of examples of that up on the screen. So this is Satisfying Color. I actually love the way, I'm just looking in the viewfinder, sorry if that's annoying for you. I actually love the way the color just makes my eyes pop. I love that I can wear my neutral wardrobe and still have a pop of color. And objectively, yes, this is a pop of color, but these are so timeless and so elegant. So I could wear these anytime that it makes sense to wear some color. Now, they also sent over this beaded necklace as well as the Isabel charm, and this is a Baroque pearl with, let me show you really nice and close, with gemstones in it. And gemstones and Baroque pearls both super popular this year, and both kind of being seen across many different retailers and designers. And they basically mix them both together, which is so fun. A Baroque pearl is always so nice because it's irregular, it has its own charm because it's not perfect, but it's perfectly gorgeous and just natural looking. And I think that's why I'm always drawn to them, because it just reminds me of like nature and how things are created, and that holds its own beauty. But then adding in the gemstones just adds a little spice of life and extra color, which I truly think my wardrobe needs, because I've been really leaning into the neutrals, which I love and I always feel confident in. But it's nice to add personality through your jewelry. And then this beaded necklace also has an incredible amount of texture to it. But it's so dainty, and you could wear it without the charm. These two pieces are completely separate. They don't come together. So you can wear this necklace without the charm, and it just adds a hint of color. Summer wardrobe, spring wardrobe really just goes well with. So I'll tag those pieces as well down below. I honestly think if you're gonna get anything, the Stevie hoop, I wear these all the time. And as someone who is such a pearl wearer, classic hoop wearer, this is such an elegant choice. And I always feel cool girl or a bit chic when I'm wearing these. So whenever the outfit calls for that, those are my go-tos. The cost per wear on those is so low. I actually asked for these for Christmas, and then another pair of Mejuri earrings, which I'll also tag down below. They're my most weren't pearls. And Scotty got me the pearls, but he didn't get me the Stevies, obviously, because one gift per holiday. Okay, we're trying to save up for other things in our home. But then I saw these and not being purchased off my list, and I just love them so much, so I actually purchased these for myself for Christmas. So spreading the love for myself for Christmas. The second thing I want to show you before I love ya and leave ya is actually a beauty thing. Look at how cool this is. You have my attention, Maison Margiela. This is a PR package from Maison Margiela, and it is one of their new perfumes. And if this isn't so perfect for reminiscing on our honeymoon, which was last October, it is called Never Ending Summer, and it is a beautiful, refreshing, bright orange, and the memory for this is Amalfi Coast 2022. And it just smells like this bright orange, citrusy, but also floral scent. It is absolutely stunning. Whenever I get a perfume, I always spray it in the PR package so that I can smell it. How things go. I'm just editing the rest of this video, but so I can smell it outside of on my body. But I love this PR package. So clever. It's a little orange, but it looks like a little volleyball. So with all of that, the kitchen chronicles continue. I am so excited. I think this week we're gonna go look at countertops, so I will keep you in the loop with that. We are doing a wardrobe declutter that is going to be coming up. I have filmed all of that, but I think there's still a few things that I wanna say for that video, so I wanna make sure that it's gonna be really helpful for you guys. And if you have made it this far, what should you put? Honestly, just let me know what you're up to this summer. I'm looking for ideas to take August out. I took him for his first play date today with another baby, and they were laying down, and it was so cute watching them just like kick around together. And I've just really loved being in mom mode. I know you didn't get a ton of August in this video, but I'm gonna be doing some videos on my favorites and things like that that really just kind of are poignant to that season. And then if you're not into it, you can just skip that video and then dive back into the fashion and the vlogs. But I so appreciate you guys being here. Getting people to watch vlogs is always a different route. Evergreen videos are so different because they are clickable and searchable. And so when I see views on vlogs, I just truly am so heartened and reminded of the community here, and I just love you guys so much. So let me know what you guys are up to this summer. I need some inspiration. Scotty goes back to work officially next week, and so our whole life is gonna change, and I basically just want August to be so comfortable going out and doing things together with me, because I want to take you guys along with us, and I want him to just see the world and experience things even as a tiny little babe. So with that, I love you, I'll leave you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.